Our first key word is the word attract. Now you're going to say, wait a minute, I thought this was an SAT course, or this course might help me with the GREs or my test coming up. How I know what attract means. Now you've discovered the simple secret sauce, the simple success method of our course. That is to teach you how to decode more complex words and massive amounts of complex words by learning or remembering the words you already know. So you know what the word attract means, but do you know how the word attract gets its meaning? Once you see how the word attract gets its meaning, then you can use the word parts, its prefix and its root, as word keys to go and unlock thousands of other words. In this case, hundreds, but with the other prefixes and roots, thousands more. Let's take a look then at how the word attract gets its meaning. We know that when we're attracted, we are drawn to someone. We are literally pulled to them. Look at this. Attract actually comes from two parts. At, which means to or towards, and tract, which means to draw, pull, sometimes manage or handle. So if I'm drawn to you, I'm attracted to you, and that's how the word attract gets its meaning. But here's the powerful thing that you want to remember. T-R-A-C-T, tract, will appear in more complex words. And A-T, which is really A-D, add, which means to or towards, that will appear in other words too. You've seen it in words like attach, or adjacent, next to, adhesive, sticks to, admonish, to warn to speak to, in a tough way. So these word parts will appear in other words and help us therefore to unlock those words. These simple key words are really filled with word part keys that will help us to decode other words, and that's it. So instead of learning a word list, instead of learning just a part list, you learn these simple words that you know already, and if not, very easy to learn. You'll remember them, and then you'll apply them and their parts to decode and to understand other words. Well, enough talking. Let's see how it works. So you have the word tract, or the word part tract. We call it a root, for example. And here's an interesting word, the word intractable. Now notice the word intractable has T-R-A-C-T in it. Contract, you might already know. Retract, detract, extract, and finally, abstract. Some of these words you might be familiar with, but let's see how tract plays an important part in these words. What's similar in all of them? Tract. And tract means what? Oh, what does tract mean? I remember the word attract. So tract means to draw. So I don't have to remember what the word part tract means. I simply remember the word attract. I'm drawn to you. I'm pulled to you. Tract means to pull or to draw. Well, look at this. If I go to the dentist extracts my tooth. He pulls it out. So now I've learned another word part, out. EX means out of. Retract means, well, RE means again or back. Back or again. So if I retract something, I'm literally pulling it back. He tried to retract his statement, but it was too late. Contract. A drawing together. Con means together or with. So if I make a contract, I'm drawing it together with someone else. What about the word abstract? Tract means again to draw. AB means away. So an abstract notion is something that's drawn away from reality. To detract, tract again means to pull or to draw. And DE means down or away. This can also mean away, or it can mean down, Okay, so if I said his appearance detracted from his presentation, it means that it took something away from, it pulled away, it drew attention away. You see how this little word tract now can help me to decode all the words? And what about the word intractable? Well, we know that in, from a word like, let's see. Well, in and im are the same words, the same prefixes, so impossible. In means not. Let's say the word incredible, not believable. In means not. And now we have tract, which means what? Can't draw away, pull, manage, or handle. Able means ability to. Would you guess now that perhaps the word intractable might mean not able to manage? Not able to manage or handle? Wow, let's see if you're right. Man, I love this. I hope you do too. Who needs a dictionary when you've got such beautiful word parts? Intractable. All right, let's see what intractable means. The conflict was intractable. Let's look at a sentence with it. The conflict was intractable. No one seemed to be able to reduce the tension between the hostile factions. So what is it? So look at the sentence. The conflict was what? Intractable. No one seemed to be able to reduce the tension between the hostile factions. And so my word there, here's my clue. See, I have intractable now, and I think it means not able to manage. Does that fit the context of this sentence? The conflict wasn't manageable. No one could handle it. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? So intractable does mean not easily controlled or handled or managed. Other words are stubborn, obstinate, not docile. So he could have an intractable behavioral problem. It can't be managed. The conflict was intractable. The pain was intractable. I just can't handle it. I can't control it. Wow. And we got that just from the word parts. What about detract? His poor speaking ability detracted from his handsome appearance. We saw that before, right? Retract. Once you send an email, you can't retract your words. Abstract. Ideas like love or hate are abstract. They are real, but they have no physical reality. So now we have a powerful way of learning words. I have a word that I'm not familiar with. The first thing I'm going to do is break it into its parts. So number one, break the word into its parts. Number two, think of a simple word with those parts. A word like attract had the word part for intractable. The same word attract. And then number three, decode. Okay? That's how we do it.